Hello students, welcome to the Income Tax Law and Practice class with me Adela Samuel, Head Department of Accounting and Finance. In today's class, we are going to see the calculation of gross annual value. So the first sum, Mr. Venkat provides the following: actual rent rupees 7,000 per month, municipal rent rupees 60,000 per annum, fair rental value rupees 66,000 per annum. Now when you come to the solution, first when they give you these three values, what you need to do is compare the three values. And if you can see in the sum, standard rent is not given. So only the other three values are given. So if the other three values are given to you, compare the three values for per annum. So when you compare the three values, actual rent 7,000 per month, that is 7,000 into 12, 84,000 for a year. Municipal rent is 60,000, fair rental value is 66,000. When you compare this, whichever is the highest will become the gross annual value. So when they give you these three values, this is how you're supposed to find it out. So the gross annual value is 84,000. Now we'll go to the second sum. Miss Shanti gives the following details. Actual rent is 36,000, municipal rent is 24,000, fair rental value is 24,000 and standard rent is also given as 24,000. Now in this case, when all the four are given, first you have to see if the actual rent is more than the standard rent. And you always have to remember the fair rent and the municipal rent should always be less than the standard rent. Fair rent and municipal rent should always be less than the standard rent. Then in that case, you can compare the actual rent and standard rent. So when you compare, if the actual rent is more than the standard rent, then you will treat the actual rent as the gross annual value. If it is less, then in that case, the standard rent will become the gross annual value. So first you have to compare whether the actual rent is more than the standard rent or not. If it is more, then that will become the gross annual value. So actual rent is 36,000, standard rent is 24,000. Which is greater? 36,000. Actual rent is greater, so that will become the gross annual value. In the third sum, Mr. G provides the following. Municipal rent is 1,08,000 per annum. Fair rental value is 1,20,000 per annum. And standard rent is 1,02,000 per annum. So now we are going to compare because actual rent is not given to you. You are going to compare the three values that is given. So always you need to remember fair rent and municipal rent should be less than the standard rent. Now in this sum, if you see, both the values are actually higher than the standard rent. So in that case, what you will do is the standard rent will become the gross annual value. It should not be higher than the standard rent. Since it is higher, you're going to consider the standard rent as the gross annual value. This should always be remembered. Fourth sum is Mrs. Kanimori. Details are below. Actual rent is 1,800 per month. Municipal rent is 21,600, that is per annum. Fair rental value is also given per annum, 22,800. Standard rent is 24,000. Now in this case, all four are given to you. So when all four are given to you, always see that whether actual rent is more than the standard rent. Now actual rent is 1,800 per month. So when you calculated it for a year, it is 21,600. Now in the previous sum we saw if the actual rent is more than the standard rent, we said actual rent will be treated as the gross annual value. But in this sum, actual rent is less than the standard rent. So if it is less, what you're supposed to do is compare the three values, other three values, leaving out the standard rent. When you compare the three values, whichever value is the highest will become the gross annual value. So which is the highest when you compare actual, municipal and fair rental value? Fair rental value, which is 22,800, is the highest. So that will become your gross annual value. In the fifth sum, what we are going to see is vacancy. If there is any vacancy of the house, what you're supposed to do. So the fifth sum says calculate GAV from the following. Municipal value 60,000, fair rental value 66,000, standard rent is 72,000, actual rent is 78,000, date of completion is 36 2019, date of letting is 1/8/2019. Now the house is completed on 30th of June, and the house is let out, that is it is given out for rent only on the 1st of August. So the entire July month it was vacant. That means it did not get any income for that month. So when a house is ready, it is eligible to be let out from the date it is ready, or it is ready to be given for rent. So for the entire year only you are supposed to calculate the income. So the income will have to be received from 1st of July to the 31st of March 2020. So the house is eligible for how many months? 9 months now. Actually it is let out for 9 months. Should be let out for 9 months. So we will do all the calculations for 9 months. So when you do the calculation for GAV, municipal value is given as 60,000. For 9 months only we are supposed to calculate. So 9 into 12 divided by 12, 45,000. Fair rental value is given as 66,000 for a year. For 9 months it is 49,500. Actual rent is 78,000 for a year, which is for 9 months it is 58,500. Standard rent is given as for 72,000 for a year. So for 9 months we are taking it as 54,000. Out of this we have to see what will be the GAV. So when you compare all the four, when you have all the four, first see if the actual rent is more than the standard rent. Yes, in this case actual rent is more than the standard rent. So what will be your GAV? Your actual rent will become your GAV, which will be 58,500. That will be your GAV. Now GAV that you've calculated is before vacancy, because the house was let out only on 1st of August. The entire July month was vacant only. We did not receive any income from that house in the month of July. Uh, but when you're calculating it for 9 months, that it should have been let out. So that 1 month period should be minused. So when we are taking GAV as 58,500, from that you're supposed to minus that 1 month vacancy period rent. So the actual rent for 1 month will be, for a year it is 78,000 into 1 by 12 will be 6,500 for a month. So only for that July month we are minusing it off. So when you minus it, you will get 52,000 as gross annual value after vacancy. So this is what you're supposed to do when vacancy period arises. Okay. Okay, in the sixth sum, we have another extra point added. The sum is this almost the same, that is municipal value is given, fair rental, actual rent, standard rent, everything is given for a year. Unrealized rent is given and loss due to vacancy is also given. So what do you mean by unrealized rent? Unrealized rent means you have let it out for rent, but you have not got the money for rent. That is the tenants have not paid you the money for a particular month or for a few months. So that is called as unrealized rent. So in this situation, what you're supposed to do? So when you're calculating unrealized rent, you're supposed to subtract it from the actual rent before comparing it with the other values. So when we are calculating the GAV and when we are going to compare it to the other values, this unrealized rent should be minus and then only it should be compared. Okay. Now going to the calculation, municipal value is given, fair rental value is given, standard rent is given for a year. Actual rent is 1,68,000, out of which they are given unrealized rent is going to be 14,000. So 14,000 you minus it from the actual rent. So the actual rent you have received in your hand for the entire year is 1,54,000 only. Now out of this you are going to find out which is your GAV. So since all the four are given, you will be first comparing actual rent and standard rent. So since actual rent is higher than your standard rent, your actual rent will become the gross annual value or GAV. So you take that as GAV. 1,54,000 is going to be your GAV. Now out of this GAV, like the previous sum, we are supposed to minus the vacancy. This GAV is before 1,54,000 is before your vacancy period. You only minus the unrealized rent in this particular sum. But vacancy has not been minused. So gross annual value is 1,54,000, from which you're going to minus the vacancy rent, vacancy period. So that is 7,000. So if you minus 7,000, your gross annual value after vacancy period is going to be 1,47,000. So this is how you're supposed to calculate the GAV. Thank you, students. Thank you for listening to this class. I hope you've understood the calculation of gross annual value. This is the starting point of calculating house property. If you understand this clearly, we can proceed to the next sum or the next process under house property. Thank you.